I am not ashamed to say that I was once a kid, wild and reckless, a mischievous little mess. And every morning the sun's rising was another chance for me to offer my siblings a new bouquet of tantrums. Spoiled little brat, thinking was second to yelling back at mom every time she tried correcting me. Stubborn as me, the disobedient arse on got a good whipping for all the times I acted rebellious. I'm not ashamed to say that at 13 years, I had my first crush. Head over heels, literally gliding through clouds 9 out of 10 times high of fantasies. Not until she decided to empty my fuel tank and take out the steam when she said I was never her type. So yeah, I had my first crash. Landing face down, falling, only this time it was out of luck. Love gifted me a few bruises wrapped in optimism and hope for heart. But I'm not ashamed to say that at 18, I had my first girl. Cupid should be more careful who he chooses to play target practice on. Self-caught me dating my first crush, dreams do really came true after all. And after all, the stress I went through just to get this girl. 2 summers turned out to be too many eons for us to remain yoked. I'm not ashamed to say that at 19 I found my true happiness in a body of composition with every vowel and consonant. And the rhythm of every stroke of a pain is a renewal of our vows, a concoction of wordplay and metaphor, morphing the drapery of satire with allegory, blending the arterials of syllables and rhymes, a remedy specifically designed for the mind. Many have come to know her as poetry. She was my newly found true love, a weapon of mass destruction. You should see me on the stage, wielding this tongue like a double-edged sword, cutting through arteries. I do not utter these lines in vain. We win hearts and influence minds to initiate change. I'm not ashamed to say that at 21 I opened up for Genesis, one of the greatest to ever do this. I took tallies, and it hasn't been marked as my favorite saints once, but definitely one of my greatest because it was a course from which I learned. I broke a few hearts. Dues were duly paid and in full when tables turned. I'm not ashamed to say that mistakes have taught me. Receive an opportunity with both hands and never take anything for granted. I learned no man is perfect. In the end, we're all just a work in progress. And this is why I am not ashamed.